Stage. There we go.
Hello and welcome to our live stream of harvesting today. We're going to be harvesting sunflowers, peas, radishes, and maybe a few other things. Just help speed this up for harvesting with only 2 people. So, doing these sunflowers right now. Look beautiful. Shouldn't take me too long to do them, about 12 minutes or so. Jess will be starting with the radishes over there, and she'll be packing some of them for delivery. I do all the sunflowers into bins since we have to sort them. So, do you want to go to comments on that so I can see comments?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Radishes.
Let's take that bunch there. And we throw them in the bin. And if you got any comments, questions, or anything, please put them in the chat. And we will answer them as we go along. And if you can hear me, let me know. Make sure you can hear me. Say yes or thumbs up or something in the chat. Make sure the audio works. Being in new spots.
Instagram's being goofy right now. Help us confirm your account.
Good morning, Peter. Yes, thank you. Well, good morning. Your microfarm. Hello, how are you? How's everybody doing on this fine Sunday morning? Just trying to get the Instagram going over there. It's being weird. Free Flow Gardens, hello. Jennifer, how are you? Jennifer's harvesting too. That's awesome. We can harvest together. Think so.
So we're to ask you to secure the account.
Getting ready to plant. Awesome. How much you planting today? How many trays? And what are you planting?
Yeah. What's on the list for today?
It's so nice doing greener harvest seeds, sunflowers. Sort so fast comparative to everything. Other sunflowers. Not pretty, they're like broccoli or anything, but yep, you gotta be careful with the knife. I haven't done it yet. Been around restaurants, my whole life basically, so using a knife was pretty common. Now I did do it in the beginning, working in restaurants. You start learning fast, not to cut your finger.
Thanks for the planting tip with the sunflower shoots. I'm trying your method of moving doming the exterior of the tray, leaving the middle for last. Yeah, doing the middle last when you're seeding. Get that sides really good coverage on the sides, and then when you're seeding, do that middle last. You don't want to overseed your centers.
A lot of your witness room.
Planting 20, 10 broccoli, 5 radish, 5 sunflower. That's awesome.
It's a good mix.
I am starting the microphone. Good job, Yogi Microfarm. Good stuff. Congratulations on getting started. That's step one.
Just let you guys know they're here. We are doing this special offer here. Lifetime access to our Growth Bites course where you get daily videos that come out. You get them daily videos. You get lifetime access to that, a one-on-one with me, some sheets, pricing sheets. What else are we giving away? Crop planting sheets.
Crop planting sheet. Cheat sheet for planting, and it should give you an idea of what you should be harvesting as well. So I'm using that cheat sheet so you know how much to start with whenever you're starting a crop. You know, we'll seed our broccoli at 20 grams, but that can change depending on lot and environment. So it's a guideline for where to start.
Yep. And if you don't want to pay $247, you can pay $47 a month.
That's an option too.
Cool. Oh, I can't.
Nope, it's kind of far, I know. Coding. Oh yeah, because she spelled coding wrong. That's fine. I figured it out. Autocorrect probably got it.
Yep.
Mint. Thanks, Hoffman's choice. We just assume autocorrect gets people all the time.
Yep.
It thinks it knows what we want to say.
Hey, Scott, if you're still there, over on TikTok. Cleaning the ones that fell over here a little bit. Anybody guess how many ounces we'll get out of this tray of sunflowers? Anybody want to make a guess?
Looks like a pretty decent tray. Let's see. How are the flowers and flower maintenance going? I have a few now and trying to decide how I should monitor for continual growth besides feeding for it. Make sure you're deadheading any flowers that are dying off before they're sold. Make sure you're deadheading, allow them to stay healthy. Healthy plants keep producing.
They will die.
They will die at some point. Light cycles are important for flowers. They do need complete dark at least a few hours a day to make sure they understand that it's night. Would you usually listen to music? Yeah, we usually actually listen to church or music. It's Sunday.
Yep. Yoga Micros, watching our videos, awesome. Any guesses on that tray?
What do you think it yielded? What do you
I
get?
gotta do the conversion, but
Yeah, the big scale only does pounds, so you have to convert it over.
Do you want to put it in real fast? Quietly tell you before anybody does a guess, if they want. Who's your main customer? Our main customer is grocery stores. 1.3 cents. Hello.
Yeah, that was kind of
That was a low tray. Why? So a little low on that one. Yeah, our main customer is grocery stores. We're pretty heavy in that. But we also have home delivery, restaurants, uh, farmers markets, a little bit of everything. Some caterers occasionally. They kind of fall underneath restaurants, I guess, though. So Jessica's getting her rack to put empty trays on after harvesting. Forgot to get that. We usually do. We are around on the slow season. We're around 12 to 1500, depending on which week it is. Containers a week, and over 2,000 during the busy season. Refill guess was 18. You were off. It was almost 22 ounces.
Just shy.
We have been getting around 26 to 28 ounces, but sometimes they come in low. That's why you do an average.
love that you're showing the mundane chores. Thanks for answering my questions.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's not all pretty, that's for sure.
Yeah. You can make $500 a week passive at Microgreen business, doing nothing. That is a lot.
Please don't think you can actually.
You know, it's a great business,
Yes.
but it's not nowhere near passive. Even if you have some automatic stuff set up, it's still not passive. There's still things only humans can still do currently.
Currently.
How many hours of light do you give your micros a day? 12.
12 on, 12 off.
We found pretty much no difference between 16 hours and 12. We've done 18, we've done 24 hours on. Yield wise, it wasn't enough to justify the fact that
There's barely any difference.
yeah, there was barely any difference in the amount of electricity you're using. It doesn't make sense to do. So.
Did you pick a topic for tonight's 5 p.m. call yet? Yeah, it should be on the YouTube. It's on there.
Tonight is efficiencies. I do some automation. And I went through it last night, but it was late, so I don't honestly remember.
But it's on.
Yeah, it should be scheduled out.
Scheduled
You
out.
should see it on our channel under the podcast. Should be a good one, though.
They're always good.
They're always good.
This is behind the scenes, the real life of what a microgreen farmer is. Is right here. So
Cool. Take a look. Good stuff. Yeah, I try to schedule those ahead of time. Most of the time, it's Honestly, Saturday night, the night before.
I usually try to get it out on Friday.
Depends on how the week goes. It's written a long time before that. It's just a matter of posting and getting all it,
And
make it
thumbnails and
pretty, all that fun. I can write it out all day long.
I love harvesting actually like all the planting aspects of microgreens. Very meditative and relaxing.
It can be, yeah. Kind of get in the zone and just kind of keep working through it. Normally he doesn't have to listen to me this whole time though, so usually he's listening to
that one was much
something
better.
else.
So
Let's see.
much better on that one. So 1.7 pounds. 1.7 pounds, and it gets us.
27.2 ounces.
That's more like it's supposed to be. 27.2 ounces. Jim's throwing weights around.
Your neighbors are here. I don't know if the mic will pick up, but if he starts going, sometimes the gym has sessions on Sundays. So you might be jamming out for a little bit, guys. Muffled music and thumping on walls. That's what we hear.
Yeah.
When will these harvested batches be delivered to your buyers? Who are your buyers?
So these will be delivered Tuesday. Primarily restaurants. We've got home deliveries and grocery stores. So it's kind of the 3 on Tuesdays usually. That's what these ones are set for. We harvest the hardier varieties a little bit ahead of time, just so we don't have to do as many harvests for Monday, because Monday is all the delicate varieties, and he'll be doing the mixing of all of our mixes. So, well, the combining into a package of all of our mixes. So,
Yes. Combining of product.
yes. So that's why he's harvesting into bins. So those will be available for him tomorrow to package all together with different varieties. And then I'll work on all the small things tomorrow. Arugula, broccoli, kale mixes. Well, micro mix, veggie confetti. I don't know. I might get some of it done today. We'll see how this goes, but I try to stick with the smaller varieties to be within 24 hours or so for delivery. How's the land of TikTok? Quiet.
Lane of TikTok is quiet. Yeah, yeah. Not got many followers over on TikTok. So if you guys want to follow me, if you're on TikTok, follow me over on TikTok. I appreciate it. Trying to build over there as well. Trying to reach the people everywhere. Show them the real life. And hopefully help some people along the way. And if anybody's interested in that 247 offer, I probably only taking 3 more people. It's getting full over there, and that's a great price. Then one-on-ones are filling up, so and then you get that lifetime access, and you get them daily videos inside of a course, and you get a community in there as well. So like-minded people in there, and me as well. So I get all the messages when somebody posts in there. So and Jess, obviously.
Yeah, I'm always around.
So it's a great deal. Just at $47 a month, you reach that in just a couple months. So, but if you want, you can also buy it at $47. Just email us; we'll send you a link.
Got a pretty good email go out this morning for that one. It was what? Kind of helping people decide what their business model should be. That was this morning's video to them.
I believe so.
Good morning, J-Dub Jordan. What other names are used to refer to microgreens? I recently heard someone call them confetti greens. Well, we call one of our mixes veggie confetti because it does have a lot of color in it. It's actually one of our mixed varieties that we do custom. People call them all sorts of stuff. Just try not to let them call it sprouts.
Yeah.
Sprouts are under a different classification with the USDA and with the FDA. So we try to make sure we keep them that way because sprouts are heavily regulated and microgreens are one-cut produce, like lettuce. We like being like lettuce. Lettuce doesn't get regulated like sprouts. Follow the rules, keep people healthy. You're not sure about it. But don't let them call it sprouts. Well, I mean, politely correct. Politely correct. Oh, I love sprouts. Yeah, microgreens are awesome. That's what I do. Very quiet.
Well, we grow microgreens because.
And then we say, oh yeah, microgreens are so much safer because we grow them in a dry environment. We harvest above the soil line so the roots and seeds aren't eaten, which is where the risk comes from with sprouts. And then they realize subtly that there's a difference. How many of these are missing, by the way?
Yeah.
I probably should know this.
Just look over on Farm Flow.
You can't see the tablet on the other side of
What's over
the
here?
scale. But we do move this tablet around our farm. I'd like to get more tablets, but that's just like an unnecessary expense right now. So right now he just moves around the farm depending on where we're at that day. Today he's in the land of harvesting. When we're planting, it'll go up on a shelf so we can keep track of what we need to plant that day. Cooler. Yeah. All right. That's radishes and some 28.
So we got some samples to do.
See that? Whoops. I need to have it.
See if it's going to town over there. This is why you should look before you start harvesting. A little distracted with doing the live today. It's new setup, doing the lives like this. We are planning on doing more and more of this stuff, lives, showing you everything we do. So a lot of it's going to be on TikTok. So if you want to see the real behind the scenes all the time, make sure you tune in over on TikTok. Probably going to do behind the scenes of filming videos as well over on TikTok. So follow over there if you want to really see everything we do. Mario, how you doing, Mario? Hey, Mario, since you're on here and I got you live, we sent you emails about the course. I know you stopped paying for the course, I think, maybe, but we did change platforms and it's a lot better if you want to take a look at it. Let me know.
The course is definitely much more cohesive now on its new platform. Makes my life a lot easier. I actually get notifications. Hey.
But the amount of things would be nice to have versus unnecessary expenses. I know the concept well, yeah. Yeah, you can spend a lot of money on a lot of needless things, that's for sure.
There's a whole lot of that would be nice. But is it needed? Is it necessary? Yeah. So these sunflowers I'm doing on my site are going to be a little bit shorter. These are for some of the restaurants. They pay extra for short sunflowers. We did some calculations as to how much extra loss was in the tray based on the fact that I'm going to cut these little puppies way up here. So calculated how much extra they'd need to pay to make it up.
And they have no problem with that.
And I love it because they don't have to turn back. And they get some lovely little short sunflowers. I usually pick my shortest tray of sunflowers to do this with. So I'm not losing as much yield anyway.
Yep.
So
We actually have a method to keep them shorter that we will be sharing in the course versus making these ones taller and more yield. So, yeah, if you really want to, a lot more details and stuff and everything in our course, like, you know, you can see this and you can get ideas, but all the little things and that stuff, you know, obviously is in the course. So. And we do have a rack just off the side that we pull off. It's on wheels. It's behind the camera. That's just where it goes. So that's where we're pulling from for all our stuff.
I don't know if I can share that.
I don't know. I don't know if you can share it. Don't remember seeing email, text, spam. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't see it, let me know. I can send it out to you, give you some more details on it.
We got a very special price on that right now. So
Oops.
not on here is our main course that on this screen, guys. If you want our main course, it's normally $97 a month. Right now it's $47. That ends today, or tomorrow. Tomorrow. That the 47 ends tomorrow, and it's going to 97. Or you can buy it for lifetime at $9.97. So
That is for the monthly, for the 47, you can just go to microgreensbusinesscoaching.com and that'll be on there right now live. And if you want to do a lifetime, just shoot me an email or shoot Mike an email, mike@microgreensbusinesscoaching.com, and he'll be able to send you a link over to the lifetime access.
we do weekly coaching calls on that one, which are very good. And everybody that joins, you get an hour free consulting.
This is a 4-ounce short sunflower. Very fancy. I need to get to the 8-ounce, which is currently behind. I think I can get it. Things are set up a little differently today, so all of our packaging is on the other side. Oh yeah. Do you use Instagram? Do you find TikTok
more viewed? Are you to generate some revenue from YouTube, TikTok, etc.? Oh, I need to sneeze. Sorry, guys. Whew. Oh yes, I don't need to sneeze. Never mind. It felt like it. So TikTok doesn't seem to be our audience, but we're trying. We're on there. He's on there. He streams. We're also streaming on Instagram right now. We get some views out of that, but not a lot. Mostly YouTube.
But this platform makes it easy for us to go live on multiple things, so why not?
Instagram is not like a money generator at all. It doesn't like, it's not monetized in any way, shape, or form. It's more so about sharing information. And kind of, I think you post snippets from like the Q&A and YouTube videos and things like that. And then sometimes we'll post stories. I usually tag his Instagram with our farm Instagram. Where we go, like yesterday was the farmer's market and things like that.
But yeah, it's I mean, multiple platforms aren't bad, but I believe most of my people that are here on YouTube. So
Know your audience, right? Know your customers. Same thing, kind of get to know. I don't know, maybe we're getting too old for TikTok. Well, we were always. I know, I feel it.
I just don't have a big following built over there, so I'm trying to work on it. But
Our farm Instagram we use for pictures, recipe ideas, things like that. So you want to follow our itty bitty micro farm Instagram account. We usually post where Mike never gets to eat his lunch before. I post pictures of it.
Switch to bio seeds for sun. Dropped almost 200 grams in yield. So, organics. Yeah, that will do it.
with organics, you're going to get less yields. I don't know why. It just is.
Josh Pepper says seeds lives are very helpful.
Good,
Thanks.
Josh.
You can also can you review the membership levels for the YouTube channel? Yes. So for $2.99, it's like basic access to all of our members only videos.
$2.99 is kind of like support.
Yeah.
Like thanks
for
I enjoy your stuff. Thank you.
appreciate it. Next level up also gets
The growing and up gets all the new videos first.
and I think Harvest gets the Discord, right?
Harvest gets the Discord when it works.
Yeah. We have a Discord channel that some of our students like to chat in and some of our members like to chat in. So we host that so they can hop on and talk in Discord. Mario, maybe in a few months when I have cash flow, I might dip the lifetime. Right now, that would be a huge expense for me, even though it's a lifetime. Yeah, I totally understand that. Seasonal.
Yeah. That's why we have the monthly as well. And right now it's 47. It's going to be 97. So we know everybody's at a different place. There's definitely times when I wanted something that was a lifetime, and it's a great deal that you just can't push it.
Can't quite do it.
And you can dip your toes in at the 47 or 97. And
Evaluate.
if you get the main course right now at 47, which the Bites ones is also $47 a month. So the main one, if you get that one, you also get the Bites. You get the daily videos as well. So if you join the main course, you also get the other course. So if you join, you're normally 97. You get two courses really. So big benefit. So right now, I would say just join the main course. All this is in there as well. So, but if you wanted to join that main course or that Bites course and get lifetime access, that's $247 for that one. So that's what the good deal is on that one.
Yeah, Mario, if you don't see an email from definitely shoot him an email, Mike at Microgreens Business Coaching. And he can kind of get that information sent out. You can just hop on microgreensbusinesscoaching.com and that'll do the monthly, and it's set at 47 right now. That'll change tomorrow. Those ones are a little long, so I want to pop them up. Fun thing about microgreen or sunflowers is they're like asparagus. Have you guys ever cooked asparagus and there's that snap spot? You just pull it and it pops off. They do that. This is an 8-ounce restaurant sunflower cut short. And after that 14 ounces off, you can kind of see how much extra waste there is. Are you weighing still?
Mm.
Okay. I don't want to add 2 years if I.
Yeah, I want to what this for.
Yes.
What our average of these 4 trays are.
I do not want to set that, so I want to. Okay. We do put a towel at the bottom of these tubs, a nice, clean, sanitized towel, just to keep any condensation off the bottom that would wilt the microgreens.
All right. Do some math for me when you get a chance. See what we averaged out of these 4 trays. It's not about the one tray, it's about all the trays. That's average. So 6.1. We'll just call it 6.1. 6.13, but
98.08 ounces.
98.0. 98 ounces on the dot.
And that is an average of 24.5 ounces a tray.
We had that low tray that only got us 21, so that's why it's over. Now I'm gonna put this bin up here.
Yep. Thievery.
Yep, you too, Jennifer. See you later.
Have a good one.
Here, keep on picking stuff out of here. You're not cutting too much at one time and having it in the next one is not going to do well. I understand. So don't want to see. And Josh, heading to church. Catch up with you guys tonight. All right. See you tonight, Josh. Have a good time at church.
Thank you.
I probably will just watch a replay of our church service later today.
Yeah.
We usually go on YouTube and go to church that way.
One of the few good things that happened during COVID. A lot of churches decided it was better to have access still. Probably. I'll probably use one of my purple handled one then. 2 trays per. I should once I do sunflowers for next week. Also, if you want more.
Yeah.
That's lunch. Off to you. Got to do that best part of growing microgreens for a bit. See you tonight. Yep.
See you, Mariel.
Yes, Sam.
Everybody now.
Everybody now. You should see things out. I feel like I'm in the wish night.
No, definitely not. Not with your phone.
I love my sisters.
Or should I just notice the hand gloves? Are they easy to work with? Yeah, these gloves are fine. Yeah, they are vinyl gloves.
Yeah, powder free vinyl gloves. Powder free is great most of the time. When you've just washed your hands and they still like got a little bit of moisture to them, they're not as nice, but they are really nice to not have to take off your gloves and dust everywhere. And the powdered gloves tend to cause more irritation on your skin over hours.
Yeah, they're fine. Nice and tight, you know. I'm really like I wear large / extra large. I'm like in between, so like it's hard to fit. Like, these ones are just really tight. When you're sorting sunflowers, I need them a little bit like that. So when I cut other things or packing, usually I wear the extra large gloves.
With sunflowers, you're pinching off little tiny seeds or pulling out one piece at a time. You want to make sure you're able to grab. They're not too expensive. There are costs, but at the same time,
Don't use 30 in one day, but you know,
they're a much safer option.
every
than
hour or something. You know.
Trying to make sure you remember to wash your hands every 30 minutes.
Well,
Or between tasks.
between tasks,
Between tasks.
every 30 minutes.
Well, you can stand and do sunflower for a while, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we switch between varieties so often, I'd be washing my hands nonstop.
Yeah. See, this is good watering. Starting to flop this there at the end. That means we have proper watering on this. You know, just getting them to that right level. Just starting to fall. You want to really cut them right before that, but this is pretty good.
It wasn't falling in on the plant.
It was not. You know you're harvesting dry then. Got zero issues with any wetness in the canopies or anything. So getting your water timing down is key. Yeah, if you pay attention, you can probably pick up on a lot of little things that goes on.
The things that we just do naturally, we just don't even think about. We've been doing it so long.
Thousands and thousands of trays.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've been probably close to 3 years, averaging somewhere around 20 trays of sunflowers. Now we've done about the same amount, but we've gotten better yields. We've gotten better. at growing,
growing.
and we're growing the business, so it kind of just stays about the same. Seems like.
Yeah. Gotten better at growing the sunflowers, thus we grow fewer trays to get more yields.
So probably somewhere around somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 trays of sunflowers we've done over the years.
Always sorted.
Always sorted. Nope. Do not be that person. Now, we're probably 99.9% getting them. Sometimes one sneaks in there, but
Try not to.
try not to. But we're all humans and none of us are 100%. Bill Weir, hi, how are you? What's the time period do you have between last water and harvest? We try to do 24 hours. So we started harvesting today at 8, so a little bit after 8, right around 8. So we done harvesting. We probably were done early in the morning because we had a market. So, but minimum 24 hours. So we more like 25, 26 hours on these. That's why they're getting that little bit of that, which is fine. Nothing wrong with them at that. But yeah, at least 24 hours. Got a couple people that have been over on Instagram. I don't know if they're still there, but
Nobody's over there right now. But if you're on Instagram, you can talk over
we
there.
got Jenna over on Insta or on TikTok. How you doing, Jenna? Thanks for the likes. If you guys haven't, make sure you like this stream over on whatever platform you're on.
Share it out.
Share it out for us. We appreciate it. Keep commenting. Ask anything. Doesn't have to be about harvesting. Community Microgreens, good morning. How are you? Doing great. This is my daily motivation to set up a couple trays.
Yes.
Glad we could help.
Step 1, get started. And that's the hardest step to take sometimes. Again.
Okay.
Sometimes we all start over again.
Yeah. Jenna lives on 20 acres and she downsized to that. And I'm like, I would love to have 20 acres. That'd be a dream.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so small now.
Perspective, right? Perspective. We have a postage stamp. That's what I call it. It's tiny, but somehow we still have 40 something chickens and garden when I get to it.
A little difficult these days to do gardening.
Like a garden jungle that does what it wants right now, but we're a little busy right now.
Finally got his garden beds into. Awesome.
Awesome. We have not planned beds this year.
I think what YouTube has said. No, we haven't. I've looked at them. I'm trying to thinking about doing raised beds, but just trying to figure all that out, get it set. But
Cheryl, are you doing farmers markets now? It would be great to have it alive with you at the farmers market. We actually did one yesterday.
we did. I thought about doing a live yesterday, and I just didn't set it up and have the stuff with me. So, if I do farmers Cheryl, if I do lives at like farmers markets, it's probably just going to be on TikTok. It's much easier just to go live on that with the phone and everything else. So, So make sure you follow the TikTok, Microgreen Business Coaching. Go over there. Might be able to put a link. I'm not sure, but it's just Microgreen Business Coaching. You can find us over there.
It's that guy. It's for him.
Picture of me. So that's what we'd be doing lives on in the field, because it's just so much easier to do it that way. Because this setup, I need a computer, a webcam, and you got to turn the camera. It's just so much easier to do TikTok. So if you want that, definitely follow me over on TikTok and let me know that. Question: would you like a live stream of sampling events? Because we're doing a sampling event this Saturday. If you would like that, put something in the chat. And again, that'd be on TikTok though.
A little bit easier on the go. And that's pretty much what TikTok is.
So it's just power and plugging everything in to be able to set it up with the laptop and everything. So
yeah.
Hey, John. Yeah, be checking daily, man. Make sure you have them notification bells on, because we're gonna be doing a lot of lives. You're gonna be seeing a lot of us if you want.
Sorry.
If you don't, you don't have to. But
We're just knocking out some of the harvest for the Tuesday deliveries today to kind of break up Monday. Monday has gotten.
it's hard to do sunflower sorting and get everything else done on Monday as well, really. And then we cut peas just because they're crazy. So
Yeah,
they grow fast.
Been loving life lately.
Thanks for the roses, Jenna. Appreciate it. Yep, she would like that. Okay. Yep, we'll do more of that over on TikTok. Out in the wild.
Microgreen farmers in the wild.
Maybe we'll just call it that. That sounds pretty good. What do you guys think? Microgreen farmers in the wild.
That'd be fun.
Live stream.
Call it that.
Thanks, Jenna. Appreciate it. That's a good name. Thank you.
Thank you. Morning, just saw you were on. Oh, John. Yeah. John Close. John Claus should have seen an email come through for his t-shirt.
Yes. Hopefully you got that email, John Claus, for that t-shirt. And for members, we're going to do members live only on Thursday, members only live chat. You'll be able to watch it. You won't be able to comment if you're not a member. We're going to take them questions, and then we're going to do giveaway. And we're going to have a special offer for our members as well. So to maybe level up and go on to a course and give you guys a really good deal because we appreciate your support. So make sure you be there Thursday at that live. I sure did. Yep, he got it. You're welcome.
Congratulations on the new man. That was
Oh, man.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. That's right.
That was like days ago.
Yep. That was, yeah. I remember giving him the shirt. I just didn't remember why. Sunflowers trays today. Forgot. We're 6, 8, 10, 12,
14.
14.
14.
14 sunflower trays today.
That's awesome.
So light one. Obviously, we're getting better yield, so we'll be able to grow less. We used to be 20 consistently, but now that we get better yields, we can start dropping that down.
That's one of the tricks that you run into with some growers will be like, oh, I grow 500 trays, but do you grow them well?
You go with 500 trays and you're only getting 4 ounces out of all of them. That's not good.
Yeah. If you grow them well, then I'm impressed. But if you grow 500 trays just because you could probably grow 200, you're just not getting the yield that you need.
So the question to ask somebody to find out how much they're actually growing and making is how many packs do you do a week?
Yes.
How many 2 ounce packs, 4 ounce packs, whatever packs you're doing? How many packs are you doing? Because that's the real deciding factor.
How much actual production?
And do you believe them? Is the next question.
So.
We show you everything. So yep, we got 4 more on the shelf. I'm doing this one, just doing that one. So 4 more between us. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
We'll be done next half hour or so.
Yeah.
Okay, roughly about a half an hour. Then I'm gonna cut some peas. And almost done then.
Yeah. Nice quick one. I might have some like broccolis I can do this in the folder. I don't want to harvest anything too early. You want to make sure you're doing them at the right time. So
If you're doing them right, they last 3 weeks anyway, so
yeah,
it's not really a big deal to do things a little early on your deliveries. If you got it dialed in, you're harvesting dry, you're packing correctly, you're doing everything you need to be doing, storing them properly, you can harvest a little early. It's not a big deal. And we have that dialed in. We can help you dial that in. And what all seeds do you prefer from Green or Harvest? Haven't had a bad one yet from them. We've gotten the broccoli, the tiny sunflower seeds. Them are the ones I prefer of these.
we did the organics. They were okay, but they are a little lower on yield. It's kind of, I think, universal with organics.
Yep.
The red cabbage is phenomenal.
Yep.
I'll do a tray of those. Are you doing peas? Or
Yeah.
I can knock out some cabbages because they are definitely green enough to do
Yep.
party. So
You can see what they look like.
they're very good.
These are obviously really fast to harvest. They're fun. Yes. You get them babies done really fast.
Ounce, 8 ounces out of those 2 trays, and I had given a couple handfuls to you before I realized
Yep.
it wasn't going to fit.
Yep.
It was not going to fit.
And that kind of here.
Oh, my worst. I think our probability video we did.
We did.
We did.
Our profitability said 24. So that's
Yeah.
close to our average all the time, but yeah.
We usually get more honestly, but we have to keep it realistic for new growers. Because we weren't getting these.
How do we subscribe to the deal? Email me, Mike at Microgreen Business Coaching. If you can see that. No, I can't.
Mike at microgreensbusinesscoaching.com.
I messed up our sign now.
Checked up my sign. I think that's so pretty too. That's all right. I'll forgive you. I'll fix it.
Maybe type that in the chat.
I think it's at the end of that scrolling.
Yeah, okay, it's at the end of the scrolling down at the bottom. You want to check that out?
Should be. Unless I forgot to do that, but
Maybe let's take a moment to type that. You want the deal? Email.
yeah. Helps if I'm on the right typing thing.
Just putting that in the chat. So my email. If you want that deal, let me know.
Just go to email mike@microgreensbusinesscoaching.com.
Spell check. Facebook. Yeah. I thought we were too. I fix Facebook all the time.
Yep, so there's the email. Hopefully you can get there and email me over and just if you want that 247 deal, just say 247 deal. And if you want the lifetime of everything, say the 997 deal.
Yes.
The lifetime comes with 997 comes with the main course, 2 one-on-one lives, Zooms with me one-on-one, weekly Zooms, the classroom, the community,
Resources.
the resources, everything we have, everything that we ever will put, you get. Besides, we do really high level offers, but other than that, you get everything, and you get the bitty bites, the growth bites, ones where the daily videos come out. So you get it all for life. Ooh, just knocked TikTok around. Sorry, Jenna, if you're on there still, shake you around there a little bit. Yeah, system items. I thought you took that off.
I did.
Meta doesn't like you. For me, I guess.
Meta doesn't like me trying to make money. We each got trays we're working on, and probably one more tray of sunflowers to do
One more tray each, yeah.
after these ones. So
Do peas next. The peas. And I'll do some of the smaller varieties that are ready.
looks like one has to be more careful to remove shells, such as sunflowers with other microbes. What else are you removing? How much time does it add?
So we want to make sure we're removing these sunflower holes. And then if I see a damaged leaf, I'll just toss that one to the side too.
Yep.
If we see any damage, which isn't very often with these. Some seed holes stick Depending on where you get your seeds or what lot it is, if the seed holes stick to the leaves, they can damage them and leave like a brown spot, which is not appealing to customers. So we do take those off. So I'll pop those, set those to the side. So there's like a little pile here. Here you can kind of see anybody that looks kind of wonky or if it's got a seed attached to it. We'll just set those to the side and don't want to use those within our packages. It does add time. That's why we have seed for sunflowers is number 5 for the top 5. They yield beautifully. They taste amazing. Customers love them, but they are more time. So there's a balance there. When you're first starting out, if you have the time, definitely sunflowers are a great option. If you're first starting out and you just honestly do not have time to be sorting out sunflowers, please don't sell them and leave seed hills on them. Just because it's just not a quality product. You're just going to have customers biting into seed shells, and it's just not good. Also, seed holes are going to be where pathogens hide, so you're going to run into molding if you try to store sunflowers with seed holes on them. So when you pack them up and you have seed holes in the package, they're more likely to have problems. Other varieties with seed holes, not really a lot. Our cilantro has seed holes on it a little bit, but that's mostly for chefs, and they actually love the seed holes because those are just coriander seeds.
Yeah.
So for them, that's just more flavor, a little pop of fun.
When we go buckwheat, yeah, make sure we get the seed hulls off of them.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They're very. You do not want to buy the buckwheat seed hull. Beets.
Beets, another one that will hold on to their seed holes. Beets. I always check to make sure like the roots are clean too. Make sure nothing was pulled up like with a root on it. Always harvest clean. Remove any seeds. So it does add time. That is the biggest factor with sunflowers. But they are worth it in our business model as they are a base or an ingredient to a lot of our mixes. They're very high yield and the taste and quality is great.
You know, combined products.
Combined products, yes. Not mixed, combined products. Some health departments, ag departments consider when you mix post-harvest a part of processing. So it kind of depends on where you are, what you can say these are. So we do layer our combined products. Yeah, I always want to say mixes. But that can be a challenge whenever the health department or your ag department says, hey, you're mixing post-harvest. We consider that processing. Then you need a different license. We are a single cut produce. We try not to make it anything beyond that. We could easily get beyond that, but no need to.
You have to watch the little guys hiding up underneath. Sometimes they sneak in there.
Yes, they do.
So I do pull out and then do a final inspection as I'm dropping. And I flip over so I see both sides. So like this one all looks good, and then got it in here, and then I kind of flip it over and make sure nothing was hiding up underneath for any reason. It's kind of my method. Parents seeking out microgreens more for their kids. Which microgreens do you find most kid friendly?
So sunflowers are very kid friendly. They are. Broccoli is an easy one to hide in meals. So we do mac and cheese with broccoli and chicken a lot when the kids were little, especially. And if you have young picky ones, if you use big broccoli, they'll pick the broccoli out. So if you use micro broccoli, one, they can't pick it out. And two, they're more likely to enjoy it because it's a mild in flavor. Really high in nutrition, but a really great option for kids. My kids like those. They like the sweet peas. They taste like a sugar snap pea. So for flavor wise, those are a fun one. It kind of just depends on the kid. When we're sampling, we ask the kids what they like. Don't ask the parents, ask the kids. Hey, buddy, do you like sunflowers? And if they tell you they like sunflower seeds, you can get them to try a sunflower shoot. If they say they don't like sunflower seeds, you say, oh, do you like broccoli? Oddly enough, I am surprised how many kids say that they do like broccoli.
Yeah.
Or the ones that say that they do like broccoli and their parents look at them like they're crazy because they tried to feed them broccoli and they wouldn't eat it.
Like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but like this is an ideal of a damaged sunflower that we try to keep out of there. Don't want that in there.
Typically damage like that is because seed holes were stuck for so long and the seed hole prevented the leaf from developing properly and it damages it. So that's why we start brushing our sunflowers pretty early on. Gently brushing off seed holes has really been helpful to preventing this, but we go over a whole full detailed process. Got a couple new secrets to share with
Yep.
the course, so.
Yep. Some secret stuff that we share with the course on sunflowers. On our YouTube, you can grow them, get them done. Good, but go to the next level. That is in the course. Hey, Scott. Over on TikTok.
I'll say this is the quietest that Jim's been in a while.
Yeah, they're pretty quiet. I'm throwing some equipment around a bit. Other than that, pretty quiet.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah. I was like, what popped up on the computer?
Notifications.
I didn't think you're in the camera on Instagram.
I am not. Oops.
Instagram cuts it off so much you're not even there.
I'm invisible. I'm just a pair of hands floating around over here. It's fantastic. In case you didn't know, I'm not a fan of the camera. The only time you really catch me on camera is when we do like members only things, or if we're in the Zoom with the group. I'm not a fan of the camera.
Must be gym muscle day.
Yeah, I heard that deadlift.
Yeah.
Doing some deadlifting.
All right, getting close to being done with sunflowers here, so that's good. This last tray,
Home stretch.
home stretch. If you guys ever want to go deeper, you have that 247 offer for our Growth Bites course. They get you daily videos. Every day you get a video in that course. Just inside the course there, you get access to a community. You're going to get a one-on-one coaching session with me, which is $150 value. Now we're charging that. Then you get a price calculation sheet, which helps you make sure you know your microgreens are priced out correctly. And then a crop cheat sheet as well. Normally it's $47 a month, and you can still get it at $47 a month if you want it at that. This special offer to get a lifetime access ends tomorrow. So $247 for all that, and with the $47 a month, you also do not get a one-on-one with it as well. So $247, you do get a one-on-one. So you can just email Mike at microgreenbusinesscoaching.com, and I'll send you over all the information and get you set up and going. So yeah, and you can get your one-on-one scheduled. They do book up, so you want to make sure you get them scheduled as soon as possible.
We have a lot of flexibility.
We do, but it's you want to get in if you want to get in, but you also you can hold on to it. You don't have to use it today either. If you don't need it yet, you can hold on to it and schedule it later down the road too. So your link will always be available to do that. You might not learn from somebody who's actually doing the business. As you guys can see, we actually do the business.
A lot.
And as we grow, like we could hire people now, but we also can do it still. So why hire when you can still do it? So, but we probably going to hire for the summer.
Yeah.
Get some farmers market helps and stuff like that, and people helping out with harvesting and stuff. So, yeah, just time to kind of start turning some things over. But we'll teach you how to do all that also in the course, and how to do hiring and how to deal with the employees.
Done that over the years.
getting close to getting the cabbages.
Yes.
Getting done with the sunflowers, will clean that area up. Go get some cabbages, wash your hands, come back and harvest some cabbages.
Starting new products. $55.2 ounces.
27. 27 each. Not bad. You guys got any questions or anything? You want any more information about the course? You can make a comment. We can answer that. You got any questions about anything? Not just harvesting. We can talk about anything. It can not even be microgreen related. We might be able to talk about it too. We are doing lettuce and flowers and herbs and all that fun stuff as well now. Juan Pablo, hello. Hey there, how are you? Hey, how are you doing? How you doing, Ron? How much soil do you guys use per tray? Around 2 quarts ish. We use a scoop. We did do a live Friday. Shows you how much we use and scooping it in there and everything else, but it's around two quarts. It's below the line of the tray, so you have a little bit of a lip on the tray when you're doing the shallow trays. And that's all you need. You just need something for these stuff to root into that has some good nutrients in it. But just something for them to root in. You don't need a lot of soil. I see people using way too much soil. It's just a waste. They don't need it. But you got to use the proper soil too, or medium, or whatever you want to call it. Soilless growing medium. All right. I am done with sunflowers as well. Yeah, we're at a little bit over 8 pounds on that one. That bin. Not that tray, that bin. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Looking amazing. Yeah.
Give me that marker.
Yes.
All right. 128.
128 max.
All right, gonna put these in the cooler. And get them put up. I'm gonna start doing peas. He's gonna start doing cabbages. Questions if you guys got them. Put these into the walk-in. Miguel, how are you? I know you guys are having tray washing. You guys have a tray washer, but what are your first thoughts on bootstrap farm or wash tray? Okay, well, I have a dishwasher. So we have a commercial dishwasher. It's a smaller one, but you know, tremendously. Once you get the dirt out, and you maybe have to scrub a little bit out, but you know, with just getting all that initial stuff out, just spray them out, and then you put the dishwasher. It washes and sanitizes, and it's all combined, and it drains into our system and everything else. So, then that's the nice thing about that it does all that. The tray washing machine from Bootstrap looks awesome, but I have yet to see a video that an actual dirty tray is going through. Every tray go through is clean already, from what I've seen. In fact, you have to get a power washer connected to it, which is roughly going to be somewhere between 12 to 1700, let's say. So that's another expense on top of the 3,600 it is. So we're almost $5,000 when you share shipping and everything else. You're around $5,000 for it. It looks like it makes a mess with watering. So the one I've seen that actually had it in operations for them, Peak Microgreens, the only video they have, they show it outside, and they're in Colorado. So it was outside when they were doing it. They didn't even show it in operation. They just showed it out there and connected, and there was water everywhere. Sanitation, I think you can hook up to it. I need a lot more information on it. I need to see it actually in operations before I would go out and spend $5,000. That's my opinion. Commercial dishwashers aren't cheap. In most areas, we get it pretty cheap here. We're very, very lucky. So you got to weigh out your costs and how long it would take you to get your money back, and if it works properly. So I really hope somebody else buys it and shows it that it actually works right before I would buy it, and is not paid by Bootstrap to do that. Because I just don't believe it at this point. It just doesn't look like it works completely. But I hope it's good, because it'd be great for the industry. So let's hope that it is good.
Yeah, it could be huge. It could be amazing.
And of course, you help with others how to start a business, i.e. listings, name, LLC. Oh yeah, we help you out all. If you get the course and you get a one-on-one, we could definitely dive deep into that individually. If you're okay as a group and we talk about it, 100%, we do that as well. If you pick up the $997, you get everything that we do for that. You get 2 one-on-one lives with that. If you want the $997, and we really can dive deep into that. If you ask questions in the community, we can answer the questions. You can direct message us in the community. We can answer questions. We're live every week for an hour and a half minimum with you guys in there. So you got our full attention. You got us. So or you can join that one for $97, or you can join this one for $47 a month. You just don't get the one-on-ones with it. That's the benefit of that. So definitely check that out. There's Pat Dell. Hey, Pat Dell, member of our Growth Bites. Yeah. Just joined. Your T-shirt is on its way. Was ordered. Should be on its way. Hopefully.
I think so.
Yep. Good morning. Trialing Coco Loco. Awesome. I love the texture. Yeah, it's nice. Does the medium need nutrients added? No, do not need to add anything to Coco Loco. If you're doing a month-long grow, you might need to add something, but normal microgreens, if you're doing 10, 21 days, cilantros, we don't add anything to it. They're 24 days. Don't need any nutrients added to it at all. Coco Loco is good by itself. Now, if you're using Coco Core, you need to add nutrients.
Yeah.
But Jess right now is harvesting the cabbage. You guys can see that. Yep.
This one's for a restaurant. They were just really for us cabbage. When I harvest restaurants, you'll see I stand them up. So they're vertical in the package. Good presentation, easy for chefs to grab, just a little picture off the top. Yeah, I can grab some more.
Yeah, but in the course, the main part of the course is to set your business up. Theoretically, anybody can learn how to grow, but how to set your business up and run an actual business is the challenge. So that's a lot of our focus is the business side there. Obviously, we have the how to grows, and we teach you how to maximize yields and do all that stuff. But if you don't know the business side, you're going to be in trouble. So yeah, we can even look up your area for you and tell you what it is in that area and what they're looking for and what you need. Everything's online, but sometimes it's hard to find. Jess is really good at diving deep into that stuff. So free to one-on-one or free to course group one. If you preempt us and let us know where you're at and all that stuff, then we can help you out quicker, obviously. So definitely, 100%, it's about the business.
These are chemicals after working our artists.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. Shows one.
Perfect. The color is phenomenal on them. They grow beautifully. Fields are great. Super impressed with this batch of cabbage.
You working, Pat? Glad you were able to get some Coco Loco to trial. Hopefully you didn't pay too much for it. It's the best one we found so far. Tea time.
Do you need more space?
Huh?
Or-
No, it's fine. Fine. Community microgreens, do you not pack your sunflowers right when you harvest them? I will. I try to get all the peas and sunflowers done, and then I go back and pack them. Sometimes I do pack them. You can do that. I find it's a better method to harvest them, put them in the bins, and then just for cleanliness, wise, the sunflowers and peas can get kind of dirty, and then I get a second chance to make sure I don't have any seed hulls in the packaging as well. So that's kind of twofold on that. But you can definitely do it while you're packing. It just slows down the process a little bit, and then I get a second chance.
Before I get too far.
Oh, yep. Let me look at Farm Flow and see how many you need. Try the purple radish, or that's just the 20 we did, and we're at cabbage now. Red cabbage, 35.
30.
35 red cabbage.
Easy. Are you weighing those numbers? Just like yellows. Yeah.
You know what you meant.
Sure.
And remember, this 247 deal is for 3 people. And it ends tomorrow. They're going to be back to only $47 a month.
Yep. 2 months after that.
And the yellow degrees plane.
$14, 6.
14 yellows. Yeah. Average around 16. Yep.
That's why it's not plenty.
Peas, I will do some individual packing as I harvest here probably. But these are yellow peas we're trying out. And so we want to know what the yield of these are. So these are a trial. Trial, and we're using them too, but yeah. We grew them in the past. The taste was fine and all that, everything else. We just want to see what we're getting. We never grown them in the Coco Loco or in this building, so definitely.
Let's see how they behave first.
I really like the cabbage over at Greener Harvest that she's harvesting. This looks beautiful.
The color's amazing. I don't know if it comes through on the camera well or not with the lighting in here, but it looks fantastic.
don't seem like they root as well. These are all speckled.
Might be 8. It's 8. Yeah, 14 speckled, 8 yellow, 6 Josh.
8, yep. So we'll write this down, 7.64 off of 8 trees.
Oh, my reference.
Yeah. $7.6.
7:30. No, I'm 80. I can't see the tablets again.
35. A lot of rations. Aspen, hello.
Hi, Karina.
How much of the stem do you keep on the piece? Just above the last, whatever, just
Like the little nodule where the buds come out. So it's about an inch off the piece, roughly. So you can kind of see where it starts coming out. They're about 5 inches. Not even that. So the goal is to make sure it fits within the packaging comfortably without bending or crowding them. You don't want them to be longer than that as you get down to that base there where it turns white. They're going to get a little bit more woody. That's not a good taste or presentation for selling them, especially. If you're juicing, doesn't matter. But most peas are sold as a salad addition or something to eat. So you want to make sure that they are not woody and fully edible. I only met like one person that juiced these. There you go. Yeah, that would show what they look like. Great thing about going live, we can just show you.
When you're done with this tray, I'm gonna grab a scale and start packing the peas.
The individuals.
Yep. Oh, 24.
That's everywhere.
Can you hand me some pack? Can we scale? I might need more than in the other board of what we have.
It's over there.
Okay. Why are you not using?
Well, I'm going to eat those, but I was trying to get them out.
You okay.
I'll grab mine too, and that was not gonna work.
That sucks.
Oh, hey guys. We just jumped off the table and I will
Broke
figure out.
Broke the flip.
Oh,
Flappy.
you can't go incognito
What
anymore.
are you doing?
Fixing him.
You need more
Okay.
stable thing for YouTube there.
Sorry guys, I just threw you on the floor. Figure out where you were. Something like that. I think. Ooh.
There it is.
Put them there.
Put 'em there. It's different when you do stuff like with camera and stuff because then you have to take in consideration where you put things.
Finger mistake.
Yes. Let's see.
Just had 2 trial cilantro trays, one with vermiculite and the other with thin layer of soil. They hit hit the like. The vermiculite one looks a lot healthier. Our
Yes.
vermiculite turns out a lot better. We used to do soil. At first we did a trial with someone told us to use plastic wrap. That was awful. Don't do that. Don't do that though. It was just not a pleasant experience. So we did a plastic wrap, a soil, and a vermiculite option. And the vermiculite outperformed way better. There were so many fewer issues, and the germination was a lot better with them. Our yield was way better, not just because they were taller or anything like that. It was just germinated better. So definitely recommend a fine vermiculite if you can get a hold of a nice, like a golden vermiculite. Sometimes is what it looks like. If it's more of the gray tone, we found that it's not quite as good. It's good, but it's not as good. But the kind of golder color fine vermiculite seems to work really, really well. We try to source that if we can. Burpees is that golden color that you find at Lowe's. Make sure it's the fine one though. It's a smaller bag. They don't sell it in the bigger bag. But he's supposed to be at church. He's getting coffee. Boys. All right. They just hit the light. Awesome. So let us know how that goes for sure, because love hearing how other girls are doing for football. That's all I need for outage for this. I'm gonna do my restaurant arugula. They look really good today. I got some restaurant arugula.
Getting ready, she's gonna harvest some arugula for the restaurants. And this is another seed I highly recommend by Greener Harvest, because I haven't had much luck with any other arugula seeds. These ones are amazing.
These babies out.
Really got coffee, bro.
This is different purchase.
Oh, no.
You'll notice when I harvest arugula, I do clean up the bottoms quite a bit. Arugula seeds like to stay at the bottom, or sometimes they carry them to the top, but that's a whole other seed lot, and that's why we don't grow those ones. But they'll hang out at the bottom of it, and you just kind of knock them off a little bit, and keeps it a lot cleaner. Arugula is one of the many mucilaginous seeds that like to get gooey when you get them wet, and then they stick to everything. Everything. Just stick. Just under 7 ounces on that one. Not too bad. Sometimes they can get upwards of 10 ounces. These are a little bit early on harvest, but arugula
What'd you get?
well under 7. Right
Yeah.
at- I've got plenty grown, so I'm not worried about it. And
Happy we're getting more than 3.
yeah. So I was averaging 3 ounces per tray with my truly seeds. It's very bad. So you have to grow a ton of trays just to get what you need.
That's where we get back into like, I grow 800 trays. Well, could you be growing 400? So it's about how many packs you do. Really is how many packs you do. If your yield sucks, yeah, you got to roll a lot of trays. Or if you're growing a lot of amaranth, you're going to grow a lot of trays. Just, you know.
Amaranth doesn't do that. Ours was about 5.
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day. We probably need to knock out some amaranth trays just for funsies.
Maybe on trial them in 5x5s.
That's a good idea. Around the 5x5 amaranths.
Yep.
There's a 4-ounce arugula. Here's the light. X.
It should have a few individuals tonight.
Karina's got a question.
Do you sell any 4-ounce packages through retail or just delivery, or 4-ounce volumes or just for restaurants?
The 4 ounces we just stick with the restaurants. That's part of the price sheet that we give our restaurants. We do 4 ounce, 8 ounce for them. Keeps it simple. We don't do any retail with the 4 ounce just because that price point seems to hit harder on people. Because when you're selling them in 4 ounce increments, you're doubling that price. A lot of people aren't going to be wanting to do that at a retail setting. So we keep it simple with retail. Stick with it. Pretty much almost all of them are going to be a 2 ounce. Can you peek at arugula? I think it's only 2 for deliveries.
Yeah. All right, I wasn't going to do this, but if you join the 247 today, I'm going to go ahead and throw a t-shirt in too.
I just delivered all the shirts.
She just delivered all the shirts, but
I just sent out all the shirts. So I'll have to do another shirt order.
just for you guys, want to join that 247 today? I'll get you a shirt. And it's this shirt that says ask me about microgreens, which it really helps when you're at a market or stuff, walking around somewhere or whatever.
Everywhere.
Gets conversations going. Email me today and put free t-shirt 247. Free t-shirt 247. And we will get that over for you.
Do a restaurant kale. They're trying to take it over. This is our kale, the curly kale. They're so pretty. Stand them straight up, easy for chefs to grab.
It tastes like kale.
They're very kale-y kales, though. So this is not the kale we use in our mixes, in our flavor products. What did I call them?
Fine.
Combined products, something like that. Yeah. So curly kale is what we use for a restaurant. She just prefers that one, and we have the seeds on hand, so you throw it. Mike's doing some reloading for it. Rack only holds 1144 trays. So had to reload some.
25 peas.
Yep, 6.
Got
that.
Yeah. 25 peas done.
25 piece done.
Yeah.
Thank you. Question your last good stuff there.
All right, individual peas are done. Now the rest of everything is just for our combined products. Layered products. Whatever term you want to use. No other questions or anything, guys?
We're just silent over here, man. They're in all of the peas.
All of the peas.
In all of the peas. So many peas.
We do about 28 trays, 26 to 28 trays a week on peas.
Yeah.
Because we do a lot of, this is a lot of our bases of our combined layered products. So. That's what broccoli looks like.
Does broccoli get bitter past a certain day of growth? How about kale or spicy salad in the other?
They can get to a point where they can start getting bitter. It usually takes closer to like 2 weeks or so.
Probably longer.
Probably longer, really. What you're looking for is once they start getting that little true leaf in, if it stays small, like similar to like what you would do with cilantro, it's not too bad. But as soon as that true leaf is really starting to develop, the plant starts focusing on growth and bitterness is the game. So once you get past that colonization stage, it really starts getting closer to bitter. Spicy salad mix can do a little bit of bitterness because there's a kohlrabi in there, and if you overgrow your kohlrabi, it can get bitter. Um, I don't usually try to let them go too late. And if I do, I just eat them myself just because I don't mind it. But I'm not going to sell them if I think they have bitter undertones. We try not to carry things over from week to week. Everything gets harvested and we eat it. If it's not something that's planned for samples, or sometimes we'll give them to the food banks if they're packed up and we don't sell them. Food banks are willing to take them sometimes, depending on what their capacity is for refrigeration. So we try not to carry stuff over.
Why is the napkin underneath the arugula?
Oh, in the restaurants?
Yeah.
So for restaurants, because they're keeping them in the walk-in and they're taking them in and out of the walk-in, they're more prone to have condensation than you would have for like a home delivery or a grocery customer where it stays in the cooler. So we do put a napkin at the bottom of the restaurants specifically, just because they are more prone to get condensation within their packaging, because they're going to pull it out. They're going to pull some portions out. Maybe they leave it out on the counter for a while and then they put it back. It's going to start accumulating moisture. So we want to try to help keep those as fresh as possible, knowing how they use them. It's different than what a customer at home would use.
No?
How do you guys plan out meeting with restaurant clients when you won't want to give samples, but the meeting is 3 to 4 days since last harvest? Do you plan to trade just for the meeting, or do you plan to take a 3 to 4 day old product for sample?
So I mean, you can take a 3 to 4 day product to sample as long as it's still quality.
Depends on how confident you are in your growing.
Yeah.
How quality your product is. I would take mine a week later because I have confidence that it's still good.
Yeah.
So it's about that. Well, what your quality is.
If it's harvesting dry, you know you've packaged it well, you know that it's going to be good for at least 10 days. You can take it in at 3 or 4 days and be like, yep, these were harvested this week. And most chefs are going to be fine with it. You think about what they're going to order from Cisco, US Foods, whatever their company is. Likely it is the big grower out of California, and it was harvested, and then it was put on in a walk-in, and then a couple days later it went on a truck, and then a couple days on that truck it goes across the country.
It went in a FedEx truck.
Well, they only FedEx. Standard like this.
They told me that.
So,
You know, to get to the distributor, to get to like Midwest Foods, and
yeah, they only
she told me
FedEx.
she's getting.
Oh, she's getting them FedEx.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys are told me they just come on the truck.
No.
Yeah. Maybe she's getting pressure. But
No, I don't think that's it.
not pressure, but either way, you're looking at days at least between harvest to that chef getting it. So even if you're only getting it to him a week fresher, there's a massive difference. We do try to time them out to be earlier on though. When you're meeting with the chef, you know when your grows are going to be ready. You know when you're planning on delivering. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, I can meet you about samples on a Friday and I deliver on Mondays. Well, you met with them on a Friday, they're going to kind of think that you would be there on Friday. So you want to make sure they understand what day you plan on delivering too.
I noticed condensation after I packaged a blend. The condensation is on top. For arugula, you avoid condensation by placing a napkin underneath because micro is standing up instead of laying. You're going to have some condensation on top. It is what it is. But the condensation on the top doesn't harm them because it's on the top of the package. It's not touching the microgreens. Any condensation that settles onto the bottom is going to be touching those. So that water against the micros is what's going to damage them. The water sitting on top of the package that's not even touching them is not going to hurt them.
When you first put a package into a cooler that's never been in a cooler, it's never been cold before, it's going to get condensation on the top. It will settle down after a few hours.
It'll fog up, and then once the temperature on the inside matches the temperature on the outside of the package, it regulates. So whenever you first put packages in a walk-in or into a cooler, they're going to fog up. That's just part of how nature works. Science. Because science.
The science.
Because science.
Not the actual science.
So once those temperatures regulate, they're going to unfog, I guess, and then you will be able to see your products. And as long as they're not touching the top. So you can see that I use Jones 32 ounces. These are not touching the lid. They're just below it. It's got plenty of space above for headspace, but not too much headspace that there's a lot of oxygen in there.
Got it. Thanks. What a great point. Touching, but not.
Yeah. How you looking on?
You get your restaurant everything, bro?
Yes. Restaurant feel is done. There's a lot of roast and everyone. So.
When you observe condensation, do you just see a little mini fog or actually a little droplets? It's just fog.
Well, it
It's
might-
fog.
once it regulates, you might see a little droplet here and there. It's not super alarming. It's not ideal. Now, you don't want water just kind of hanging out in the bottom of your packages. We've seen that with another brand that we've seen in stores where there was just water just kind of at the bottom of the package.
Yeah.
Where they had harvested wet or something. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did, but it was not good. And there was just water touching the microgreens and basically drowning.
Yep.
Are you finished with these?
Mhm.
Okay. Ready? Ready? Ready?
All right. I think we're gonna go have lunch. She's gonna make lunch. I'm gonna label the packages, get them put into the cooler, and all that. So we appreciate you guys all joining us, watching us harvest our morning harvest here. We're gonna get done, and then we're probably gonna do some filming of some other videos. But we will see you guys later today, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on the podcast, where Andy joins us, and we talk about everything microgreens. So check us out there. Have a good one. Bye.